Hello viewers, আজি আমি খান ইয়াতে Congress Bhavan Dimapur আইনা আছে আমি খান খবৰ পাদু ইয়াতে Congress খান press conference একটা ৰাখিনা আছে কোনা আমি খান জানকাৰী পাইছে আৰু এই press conference Sujata বল AICC media coordinator তাইবৰা initiate কোনা press conference তো দিবলৈ আছে কোনা আমি খান জানকাৰী পাইছে আইবি কি লগা ওপৰতে কথা কৰিবলৈ আছে আমি খান এই detail report চাই চাব
Today we have Madam Sujata Paul, AICC media coordinator with us, and also Kotoho Chishi, Dimapur District Congress Committee President, and also Younger Longcomer, NPCC Secretary. Today we'll be briefing on BGB Street Fight for 30 seats.
Good afternoon, friends. As you know, and you've been seeing the kind of street fight that is going on within the BJP and between Ndpp and BJP. This is really proving to be sad because you know that yours is a silent, quiet, noiseless town. Other than the noise of the cars, the vehicles, you don't hear people shouting loudly. And you don't have people on the streets, the throngs of them making as much noise as the BJP members are making. And this is what happens when BJP comes to the peaceful land of the Nagas. And Naga pride, Naga identity should be the most important. But we are all aware that Mr. Rio's government, his coalition government with the BJP, has not only proved to be corrupt, but has also proved that it cannot give governance to people. As far as roads are concerned, electric supply is concerned, health is concerned, these are sectors they're not bothered about. They're not bothered about the youth of Nagaland, and that is the most important concern. Why are they not bothered about anything? Why are they not bothered about what the young people are thinking? The young people who are apolitical they want a government which will give them something, which will give them employment. But here what we are seeing is rampant shouting, and shouting of the kind that we have never seen before. What is this shouting for? What is the BJP trying to do? The BJP is now not only pressurizing the NDPP-led government, because obviously they contested on 40 and the BJP contested on 20. Now this demand for 50-50 seats, that is 30 seats for the BJP and 30 seats for the NDPP. What is it proving to us, and what are we seeing? We are seeing a saga unfold out which is telling us that nobody is relenting, nobody is backing off. They are only trying to create pressure and bringing a bad name to politics, because young people don't want to see it. What do young people want to see? They want to see roads, they want to see infrastructure. You know what the problems of the young Naga people are, what the problems of the women of Nagaland are, what are the problems faced by the middle class of Nagaland. But nobody is bothered about it. Now, I have noticed one very strange thing which is happening here, that Mr. Rio is coming out very, very, suppressed, as if he's not really willing to say out aloud what is being written as his statement in the newspapers. He's not being aggressive enough to tell the BJP that the arrangement which has been agreed upon should stay. That means he's waiting and watching whether his people are going to back off and he can get the BJP to take 30 seats, because that is what he's trying to do. Otherwise, why is this whole drama playing out? Because I would like to remind you that in Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena BJP alliance broke because the BJP was trying to bring down Shiv Sena and denigrate them, derogate them. Why? Because the BJP has no respect for federalism. The BJP has no respect for any regional party. And that is the reason why this happened in Maharashtra. And you know very well how the Shiv Sena went away from the BJP, formed a government with other parties, including the Congress party. But ultimately, what did they do? They used money power, muscle power to bring down the regional party, to try to decimate it. And this is exactly what happened in neighboring Bihar. In Bihar, the JDU-BJP alliance came down when Mr. JP Nadda, the national president of BJP, went to Bihar and actually said that the BJP was out to finish off, mind you, all regional parties. Nagaland is actually made of regional parties along with national parties. And this is democracy. Unless the regional parties are respected, because this is a democracy, anybody can come into power. But should they not respect regional parties? We all should respect each other. We all should respect other parties. But what the government is also doing is allowing the BJP to be comfortable allies and also get into their shoes gradually. And this is what Mr. Rio is doing. We all know that there are charges of corruption. The ED notices have come to a number of, people in the government. And there are rumors about Mr. Rio also having to face ED. Only he knows what the truth is. But let rumors be rumors. But Mr. Rio should answer a few things. And amongst them, you have seen that after the 22nd of January 2023, when the BJP Karyakartas went to the Deputy Chief Minister's house and created this huge ruckus, what was it? What happened? What happened clearly showed that they don't have faith in themselves. They don't have the capacity to sort out their problems because they needed neighboring Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma to come in to sort out their problem. Can such people give governance to Nagaland? Certainly not. If you need a Himanta Biswa Sarma to come here, next we will have Mr. Rio saying that, okay, let's have an alliance with Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma and let Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma become the Chief Minister. You never know the way things are going. Or does he want to be a dummy over here? He was made the chief minister, and look at the options he had. This is an opposition-less assembly. The opposition-less assembly has not been able to solve the problems of Nagaland. They have not been able to fulfill the promises that were made to the people of Nagaland, in spite of being opposition-less. If you have an opposition, questions are raised within the assembly. Nothing can happen here because everybody is on the side of the government, and therefore, these are very, very relevant and important questions that Mr. Rio and the BJP need to answer. Mr. Rio cannot sort out his problems. The BJP cannot sort out its problems. And if the BJP gets 30 seats, can you imagine? They have to get Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma to help them at every step of the way. We have a state president over here. Isn't he capable enough? Shouldn't he be doing what these people are doing? So Mr. Temjem Imna, along with the Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Patton, they should answer why is it that they are not able to handle this situation? Why is it that they are not able to get their cadres, their workers to quieten down? Because this saga has been going on. From 22nd to now, a number of days has passed. And why is it that they're not being able to control the situation? Again, I will say that the BJP is a party of slaves and the BJP is ruled by Delhi. Would the Naga people want that? I'm certain not, because the problems of the Naga people will be sorted out by a government which understands the problem of Nagaland. And therefore, when these people said that we are going to Delhi to get our problem sorted out, that was, of course, another story as to why do you have to have Delhi interfering everywhere. And through you, friends, I would like to also tell the people of Nagaland that the BJP is very scared now. On the one hand, they are playing this game of we want 30 seats, creating pressure, these pressure tactics. On the other hand, they have introduced their small recharge. I hope you know who the small recharge is. The new entrant, Aam Aadmi Party, which did not contest the way it did earlier. Obviously, you saw how it contested, but this time, hopefully, they are thinking that the BJP is going to give them a better chance of being vote cutters, because they are mere vote cutters, and that is all. So, when you talk about the BJP and this fight amongst the BJP, so it's not just an inter-fight, but it's also an intra-fight. So, this kind of government, which has led the Nagaland for the last 5 years, has not given governance because of these reasons, because of the infighting constantly. Otherwise, all this energy could have gone into doing something for the sportspersons of Nagaland. We talk about Olympic Games, but what is the government doing about our youth? These are questions that they should have been asking. Now, there are many questions that they need to answer, and Mr. Nifo Rio should explain that if you're pressurized, I came across a statement today that he made yesterday that no, we've decided on 2040. Then why doesn't he tell the BJP to control their cadres, to control their workers? Because he knows that the regional parties are going to be under attack and finally finished off by the BJP. This is a warning, not just for Mr. Nifo Rio, who I believe is okay with it, but for other members of his party and all the other regional parties. BJP does not believe in any regional party. They want to crush democracy, and that has been proved when in the Nagaland assembly we got an opposition-less assembly. So my question is that when Naga people are so strong and they've always held their ground, why is it that this situation has arisen today? Why is it that the government is silent? Why is it that Mr. Nifo Rio is the only one who's speaking about it? Has he gagged the others? Why are the others in the NDPP not speaking about it? What is it that the BJP wants? Because the BJP leadership says we are going to the central leadership. I mean, sometimes you're going to Assam, sometimes you're going to Delhi. Are you going to sit over there and become the chief minister of Nagaland in Delhi? So these are questions that need to be answered, and we need to be very careful about it, because Nagaland definitely does not need this chaos and confusion at this time when we are going into elections. The government should actually come out with a white paper and tell us what they have done for people in these last 5 years, rather than show us this drama and this fighting. The street fight, I think, should stop.
Is there any talk with any party for this coming election?
Right now, Congress party is going into elections, and whatever the leadership will decide, that you will come to know very soon. That is for the leadership to decide.
And all 60 seats?
That you will get to know in another few
There
days.
have been reports from yesterday that all 60 seats will be, Congress will contest in it.
Congress is a national party, and I'm sure people want us to contest everywhere.
So do you trust in other political regional parties in Nagaland?
I told you that we respect. It is because of the Congress party that there has been democracy in the country. It is because of the Congress party that there are so many parties. Haven't you heard the BJP saying we want a Congress Mukt Bharat? Have you ever heard us saying we want a BJP Mukt Bharat? We don't even want a...
Also in power in Nagaland for a very long time. And what has the progress been? So do we need a better alliance or just the Congress?
We respect everybody who has the same ideology as us, but we also respect other ideologies which might be slightly different, but definitely not the ideology of the RSS which the BJP has. Definitely not that.
Ma'am, I have a question. I'm from Global Window News Channel. My question is very simple. 2018 election, Congress miserably failed to win a seat. So what are the corrective measures this time you are coming up with?
As far as 2018 is concerned, it's all very well to say that the Congress party was decimated, is nowhere to be seen. But, as far as that is concerned, this is a democracy, it happens. And there was a wave, and we all agree to that. So what has happened earlier does not mean that we haven't made any changes. We have constantly been making changes, and as you can see, it is the central leadership that has sent me and other people here, because we want to support the PCC here. We are not here, we are only here in the capacity of assisting them. We are here because whatever help they need, the central leadership is doing it. I think that is one measure that has been taken which would be different from earlier.
The high speculations that Congress and the NPF may come in alliance. Congress as a party, do you feel that will there be any alliance with the NPF, post-poll or pre-poll?
Again, I would say that is for the leadership to decide, and you will come to know that very soon. But we respect everybody, and we always respect regional parties. See, they might not come into an alliance with us. They might, even right now, I've mentioned to you that we respect the alliance. Even if they've gone with the BJP does not mean that we don't respect them. that respect factor should always be there, because that is how democracy runs. So whether the alliance happens or not, that you will come to know very soon, for the leadership to decide, not for me.
Now, since the 2018 election, it seems the people of Nagaland has favored the NDP and BJP more than Congress. And the setback was without winning any seats by the Congress. So, in that regard, my repeated question is, what changes the Congress is assuring this side?
See, as far as Congress is concerned, you have seen that the present government has only given corruption, and it's all around that has there been any improvement in the roads? Have you got employment? But that fear factor, the BJP always works on fear factor. So we don't want people to be scared. We don't want this fear factor or this hatred to be there in Nagaland. So that is why what we want is that we should work together for the people of Nagaland. Another very important thing is, that this is there in the minds of the people all the time, that unless you ally with who is at the center, you will not be getting funds. So let me make that very clear, and through friends of the media, I would also like to tell the people that even when UPA government was there, and here in Nagaland, we did not have a Congress government or any Congress alliance. Even then, money was coming to Nagaland, because that is something, that is a false propaganda spread by the BJP specifically to create fear in the minds, that if we don't ally with a party which is not in the center, we are not going to get the funds. So, that is the fear. So we want to remove those fears, and we are talking to people. We talk to people. We are explaining to them, and you will see in the coming days also all the things. See, we are not the kinds to disrupt governments. That's for the BJP to do. What we do is we work as a proper opposition. We might not be in the assembly, but we have been an opposition. And people who believe in this ideology have stayed together. And as far as people's issues are concerned, they were raised. Whenever the time was there, friends in the media raised those issues, we raised them. And now we are going to make sure that people become aware of all that has happened, and we will kind of reinforce that, so that people remember that we had spoken about, for example, the stadium, or issues of the footballers, or issues of our artisans, or various other problems that we are facing. You have a road which is being built, and then you have patches and patches of ill-constructed roads or not constructed roads. So those are things that people need to understand, and the fear factor has to go. I think it is the main fear factor has always been that BJP is in the center, and if we don't ally with them, then we don't get funds. You will agree that has always been the main reason to fear who's at the center. So we are trying. We work slowly. We can't really scream and shout like they've been shouting on the streets. We go to people, we explain to people, because that's how a democracy runs. That's how any civilization works. That gradually people get educated, get aware, and that is what has happened. This country did not get freedom just like that. Our leaders worked for so long. They fought in such a non-violent manner, and we did get freedom. And how, the entire scenario, how we've kept everybody together, and yet kept the identity of each person, each clan, each community alive. We've never tampered with it. We won't say that, get the saffron. You've seen the city plastered with saffron. You see your BJP leaders, a number of them start wearing saffron. For what? We don't force anybody to do things like that, because we respect the people of this country. We respect each person's identity, religion, community, everything.
What would be the prime factor or agenda the Congress will be using to fight for the election?
Our manifesto is getting ready, and you will soon come to know about it, so we'll let you know. But definitely the youth is our primary concern, because Nagaland belongs to its youth. The future is theirs. They are the ones who are we are all going to pass, our states, our cities into their hands. So it is they who are most important for us, especially the first-time voters.
Okay, ma'am, last question. With this momentum generated among the people, and not forgetting the Congress in general, so how many seats do you think the Congress should acquire this time?
It is for the people to decide how many seats we will get. We will work for them. We will promise them. what they want, and let the people decide. Any other questions?
When are you going to publish the list?
Very soon, another few days.
Any fixed date or time?
That's for the leadership to decide. Very soon,
Not yet.
yes.
You'll be the first to know. I mean, we are in the process.
You all are always the first to know.
So, one last question. Are you going to contest in all the seats?
That is again, you will be coming to know very shortly.
We are still not in a position to give you the numbers now. We are working on it. Our leaders are doing their thing, and very soon, in a couple of days' time,
Yeah.
maybe.
You're saying that he is running short of candidates.
Sorry?
That's
Sorry,
NPF.
NPF.
Yeah, not with Congress.
Not Congress.
Yeah.
Not Congress. That's NPF, not Congress.
It's happening, same case is happening with you also.
You'll come to know what the scenario is as far as that is concerned. Today's agenda has been different, but thank you so much everybody for coming, and we will have regular briefings, hopefully every day. So we need your support for that, because you are actually the person who are not just the eyes, but also the ears and also the mouth of the people of Nagaland, whether it is the political class or the people. So I hope that you will take our words to the people.